Greetings and salivations, everyone. I'm Krista. This is Fisher. Welcome to C-Rad. Today we're going to give you an up-close look at a new Mattel Grogu plush. So stay tuned.
C-Rad.
Hi, everybody. Well, hello, everyone. Welcome. We hope everyone's doing totally rad today. I did a merch news on this Grogu plush probably a couple of months ago, and I had pre-ordered it at the time, and then, of course, it got delayed, but he's here now. It is the Grogu Bad Baby plush. How stinking cute is this, guys? So he does have sound, so we're gonna take him out of the box, give you an up-close look at him, tell you all his details, see how he sounds, and of course rate him on our scale of totally bad to totally rad. Fisher, I have to set you to the side for a little bit. You good with that?
I'm good with that.
Alright, my little dude. Boop. We will see you in a little bit. So, Grogu Bad Baby. I love that it has a name. So you've got this cute little Mattel Grogu plushie holding an Anzellan plushie, and it does make sound. I have the Got Feeties shirt on because one of the questions on this was definitely, does it have feeties? Unfortunately, you can even tell looking in the box, no, it does not. But let's get Grogu out of the box and give you an up-close look. Here he is, out of the box, guys. He is so stinking cute and adorable. He is about 10 inches tall. He does have the face of like some of the Mattel holiday plushes. He has embroidered features. Little wrinkles on his head. Yep, he does. He's got a couple little wrinkles on his head, but not a lot. And then the Anzellan is a little Anzellan plush that is actually screen printed on there instead of it being an actual plush, which that's kind of a bummer, but I kind of knew that when I had ordered this. So he does make sounds. You ready to hear him? He's supposed to have 15 plus sound and phrase combinations. So to get him to make the sound, you don't squeeze the Grogu or the Grogu's hand. You squeeze the Anzellan. No squeezy! Oh, Petu! I think we got a Petu out of there. Ah, another one. So a lot of the phrases are the Anzellan, and I can say it's very, very muffled, probably because the sound box is inside this little plushy Anzellan that Grogu is holding. But I think the speaker's towards the back. Let me try squeezing him. That was definitely a Grogu scream. But yeah, he does kind of sound a little muffled. Might come out a little bit more muffled on camera than it is here. I can hear it, but I can see where it's a little hard to hear on some of the phrases. Happy little Grogu. Bad baby. I love that he says bad baby, and I love that he says no squeezy. But again, it could be a little bit clearer. But he is super cute. Again, about 10 inches tall. His head seems to be to the side a little bit when you look at him on the back. He's not really straight-headed. I don't know if he was sewn that way or if that's the way it's supposed to be. The robe is not removable. It is sewn completely around on him for the Sherpa, and then the robe is just his body. It's not an overlay robe on him. And they do actually give you instructions on how to change the batteries, which is pretty much, yeah, there's a little bit of work to it. The sound box is inside the Anzellan. So, like I said, totally inside him. So, to remove the batteries, they show you that you have to cut the Anzellan off and then cut up the seam of the Anzellan, and then the battery box is inside. You can take that out and change the batteries. And then of course you have to unscrew the battery pack to change the batteries in there. Now I'm looking on here and it doesn't actually tell you what type of batteries that it takes. So let me check the box. Sometimes it is on the box, but looking at the box, I don't see it on there either. But on this safety sheet, it does say something about button cell batteries. So it's probably the little LR44s. It might be the bigger ones, but if I find that information, you know, as I'm looking over everything after finishing this video, I will let you know in the pinned comment of the video so we know what batteries he takes. But yeah, I don't even want to pull around. Oh, sorry. He is attached here and at the hands on Grogu, not at the bottom. So maybe if I flip him up this way a little bit, you can see he does have a seam down the back of him. Ha! Sorry. Right there. And that's where you would cut the seam open, use the seam rippers, and then sew it back up when you're done. Unfortunately, they don't make it easy. I really, really wish. A lot of Mattel's feature plush that make sounds have little Velcro where you can open it, change the batteries, and poof, you know, voila. There you go. You've got it changed. But for some reason, most of the Grogu ones are not like that, which is kind of poo. But anyway, where did I get this guy? Right now he is only available on Amazon UK, but as you can see, I was able to get him shipped here to the US, so it just depends on how much you want to spend on this little guy. Cost-wise, right now with the exchange rates, he's about 32 US dollars, which is a little bit high for this guy, but again, only available in the UK at the moment. I'm thinking if this and when, I should say when, not if, right? When this comes to the US, hopefully, fingers crossed, I think this would probably be something they have for originally like $37.99 and then dropping it down to like $29.99 or even lower as they realize that's just too high of a price. And of course on Amazon UK you have to pay for shipping over here to the US as well, and that can be a little bit pricey. I think altogether my guy was like 50 bucks. Worth it, yeah, to have him in my collection, but you know, if you're on a budget, definitely not worth it to me. Rating him on a scale of totally bad to totally rad. I really wanted this to be a beyond totally rad because of the phrases. No, you're right. But he's like right at totally rad for me. Maybe a little notch under. The Anzellan's kind of cute. I think they could have done a little bit better on that maybe. Nah, looking at him, the more I look at him, the more I'm falling in love with the little Anzellan. But yeah, the phrases, patu. I love that he does the patu. And I love that he yells at him, bad baby. But again, it's like, it's not crystal clear sound. It's kind of muffled, but still cute. I don't know. What do you guys think of him? He was originally supposed to be delayed until October, December, and then all of a sudden he became available, and they were like, hey, it's shipping. I was like, sweet. He does have the Star Wars butt tag on him, the Mattel butt tag, so he is an officially licensed item. And yeah, I think he's cute. I just think there are a couple tweaks that they could have done to make him just a little bit better. But again, what do you think of him, guys? Let me know in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more awesome and totally rad things in the future, please subscribe to our channel and turn that notification bell on so you don't miss seeing us. And I guess there's only one thing left to say, right? We'll see ya later. Bye, guys.
chip.